Hello and welcome to the Freelancers Tea Break, the short and sweet podcast you can enjoy whilst you're making a cuppa. I'm your host, Emma Cossey, and this is the podcast for anyone who is already freelance or is thinking about going freelance. I have found a little hack on the iPhone. This is not like some secret squirrel thing, but I've only just discovered it. And I thought, I know quite a few people say about they want to start recording audio or doing a podcast, and I thought it would be really useful to share in case that's you. This is if you have an iPhone 16. If you don't have an iPhone 16 and above, or later, I would recommend trying an app called Transcripts. I'll explain why in a minute. That's a desktop one though, but this is the native Voice Memos app that is just on every iPhone and in specifically 16 and later. I've used it occasionally to just send myself little voice memos or brain dump, but I went in today and I recorded a voice memo, and then I saw that it's got something called Studio Voice, which sounded a lot like Studio Sound, which is what Descript has. And what it is that you tap it and it will get rid of any background sound. It will make your voice clearer. It is basically AI, but there's also an option to view a transcript as well. Now, these are two things that I've been using Descript for. So I record my audio in Descript on the desktop using a microphone, and then I can go in there, I can apply Studio Sound, which makes it sound much better. It does have extras on Descript, like you can take out ums and ahs. You might notice I don't do that too much, partly because I want to sound human and not like AI. And I do it a lot, as I've just demonstrated. But it's for me, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being real and normal. So I've thrown myself by using the word normal. Anyway, it's a really useful way of recording audio if you're on the go, or if, like now, I do not want to sit in my office with my full tech setup. So instead, I'm sitting in my bedroom, the coolest place in my house, with the aircon on, and I can record this and you can still hear what I'm saying. So this is great if you want to be recording audio, you don't want to have all the setup, or even if you're not able to have all the setup, like you don't have the room for it, or you might have a chronic health condition that means that you're not always able to get out of bed and do these things. You can record audio if you want to on your phone very easily and get it to sound really good. I mean, you be the judge. It might not necessarily be as good as my previous episodes' podcast audios, but I would be intrigued what you think as well. So that's just a tip if you are thinking of getting into podcasting or recording. There are lots of tools to make it much easier to do now. I mean, I've been doing it since 2012, and I love it. It's a really great way of creating content, which I'm sure I'll share again at some point. So I hope that was useful. So again, it's just the Voice Memos native app on the iPhone. And if you are using 16 or later, when you click on the three dots, there will be those options of Studio Voice and Transcript. I hope you have a wonderful freelance week.